The stellar defense vessel Prometheus drifted silently through the Kuiper Belt, its advanced sensors scanning the void. Captain Sarah Chen stood at the bridge's observation window, her reflection ghost-like against the stars. 17 years of space service hadn't prepared her for this moment. Humanity's first contact wouldn't be a diplomatic meeting or peaceful exchange, but rather a desperate defense against extinction. 3 days ago, the Prometheus's quantum interceptors had decoded a transmission between alien vessels. The message was clear: Earth was to be cleansed for colonization. The Federation of Aligned Worlds had deemed humanity too dangerous to be allowed to develop further, their rapid technological advancement marked as a threat to galactic stability. "Status report," Chen called out, her voice steady despite the weight of 7 billion lives on her shoulders. Lieutenant Marcus Rivera's fingers danced across his holographic interface. "The stealth system is holding, Captain. No sign they've detected us yet. Their fleet is maintaining position just beyond Neptune's orbit." The Prometheus was humanity's best-kept secret, a vessel that represented the pinnacle of human innovation. While the world's governments publicly focused on conventional space programs, Project Guardian had quietly developed technologies that would reshape humanity's understanding of physics itself. "They're expecting to find a primitive species," Commander Yuki Tanaka observed from her tactical station. "Their scans show our visible space activity, our satellites, our early colony attempts on Mars. But they have no idea what we've actually achieved." Chen nodded grimly. The Alien Federation had made their calculations based on humanity's public face, never suspecting that Earth had already cracked the code of quantum manipulation, gravity control, and energy conversion that their own civilizations had taken millennia to develop. "Multiple contacts," Rivera announced suddenly. "They're moving. Looks like the cleansing fleet is beginning its approach." Chen straightened her uniform, a habit from countless drills and simulations. But this was no drill. "Show me." The main display lit up with dozens of red markers, each representing an alien vessel larger than anything humanity had officially built. They moved with precision, spreading out in a formation designed to maximize their coverage of Earth's orbital space. "They're not even trying to hide," Tanaka said, disgust evident in her voice. "They think this will be easy." "Send the signal," Chen ordered. Humanity would get one chance at this, one opportunity to show the galaxy that they had grossly miscalculated. The Prometheus's quantum core hummed to life, its revolutionary systems preparing for their first real combat engagement. The vessel's outer shell, composed of programmable matter, began shifting its structure at the molecular level, transforming from a seemingly solid hull into something far more complex. "Signal sent," Rivera confirmed. "All Earth defense networks are now synchronized with our systems." Chen allowed herself a small smile. The Alien Federation thought they were attacking a vulnerable world, but they were about to discover that humanity had spent decades preparing for this very moment. Not out of paranoia, but out of a deep understanding that the universe was unlikely to be a peaceful place. "Bring us out of stealth," Chen commanded. "Let them see exactly what they're dealing with." The Prometheus shimmered into visibility, its hull now a mesmerizing display of constantly shifting patterns as the programmable matter adapted and evolved in real time. The vessel's true form was a testament to human creativity, not a rigid warship, but a fluid, adaptive entity that could restructure itself instantly to meet any threat. The alien fleet's reaction was immediate. Their formation faltered, sensors suddenly registering a vessel unlike anything in their database. The Prometheus didn't match any known design principles, didn't follow any established rules of ship construction. "They're scanning us," Rivera reported, a hint of pride in his voice. "Their sensors can't make sense of our hull configuration. It keeps changing faster than they can analyze it." "Open a channel," Chen ordered. "All frequencies, all languages we decoded from their transmissions." She took a deep breath, knowing her next words would echo through history, one way or another. "This is Captain Sarah Chen of the Earth vessel Prometheus. We have intercepted your communications and understand your intentions. Let me be clear. Humanity will not be cleansed, will not be subjugated, and will not be underestimated. Your scans are showing you a fraction of our capabilities. Retreat now, or learn firsthand why your Federation fears our potential so much." The silence that followed was deafening. The alien fleet had frozen in place, their confident advance halted by the appearance of a single ship that defied their understanding of what was possible. Humanity's first contact would indeed be remembered throughout the galaxy, but not as a tale of extinction. Instead, it would mark the moment when the stars themselves learned that humanity had quietly prepared for this day, and they were ready to take their place among the cosmos, whether they were welcomed or not. Admiral Kizoth of the Federation fleet felt his secondary heart skip a beat as he studied the readings before him. The human vessel defied everything he knew about spacecraft design. Its hull seemed to ripple and flow like liquid metal, yet sensor readings showed it was harder than any known material in the Federation's vast database. "Impossible," he whispered, his crystalline skin reflecting the emergency lights of his command center. "They're centuries behind in development. This cannot be." But the evidence floated before him, a dark sentinel that had appeared from nowhere, challenging his fleet's very purpose. The human captain's words still rang in his ears, not pleading, not desperate, but confident, warning them. "Launch probe vessels," Kizoth ordered, his voice steady despite his growing unease. "Full spectrum analysis. I want to know everything about that ship." 3 sleek scanner vessels broke formation, advancing toward the Prometheus. They were the pride of Federation technology, capable of breaking down the atomic structure of any known material or energy signature. Inside the Prometheus, Captain Chen watched the approaching vessels with calculated calm. "Let them scan us, Lieutenant Rivera. Show them exactly what they're dealing with." The probe vessels surrounded the Prometheus, their powerful sensors bathing the human ship in invisible rays of analysis. For several minutes, there was silence as the alien fleet waited for results. Then chaos erupted. "Admiral," Kizoth's science officer called out, his voice cracking. "The probe readings, they're impossible. The human vessel's hull. It's not just changing shape, it's changing its fundamental atomic structure. Every scan shows different results. It's as if..." "As if what?" Kizoth demanded. "As if the ship is evolving in real time, learning from our scans and adapting instantly." The Prometheus began to move, not with the conventional thrust of engines, but with a fluidity that seemed to bend space itself. Where the alien fleet's movements were precise and mechanical, the human vessel flowed like water through the void. Commander Tanaka's voice carried a hint of satisfaction as she reported, "They're trying to target us with their weapons systems, Captain. Their targeting computers can't maintain a lock because our hull configuration keeps shifting." Chen nodded. "Time to show them what else we can do. Initialize the quantum field." The space around the Prometheus began to distort, subtle at first, then with increasing intensity. The alien fleet's sensors screamed warnings as reality itself seemed to flex and bend around the human vessel. By the first stars, Kizoth breathed as he watched his fleet's weapons fire simply vanish before reaching the Prometheus. Not deflected, not absorbed, but ceased to exist before impact. "Their technology," his science officer stammered, "it's not just advanced. It's something else entirely. They're not following any known principles of physics. They're rewriting them." The Prometheus's response was elegant in its simplicity. A single pulse of energy, barely visible to the naked eye, rippled out from the vessel. Where it passed, the alien fleet's shields flickered and died, their energy simply nullified. "How?" Kizoth demanded, pounding his command console. "How did they develop this in secret? Our observers have watched them for decades." On the Prometheus's bridge, Rivera allowed himself a small smile. "They're panicking, Captain. Their communications are filled with confusion and fear. Humanity learned long ago." Chen spoke into the open channel, her voice carrying to every ship in the alien fleet. "That true strength lies not in showing power, but in knowing when to reveal it. While you watched our space shuttles and satellites, we were discovering secrets of the universe you haven't even dreamed of yet. The Prometheus's hull shifted again, patterns of light dancing across its surface like digital auroras. Each pattern was a display of mathematical precision that hinted at the true complexity of human scientific achievement. Your Federation fears our potential, Chen continued. You should. Not because we seek conquest or destruction, but because we have learned to see the universe differently. Your technology follows paths worn smooth by millennia of development. Ours breaks trail through the unknown. K'Zoth felt the weight of history pressing down on him. In all his years commanding Federation fleets, he had never encountered anything like this. The humans hadn't just advanced beyond expectations. They had taken a completely different path of technological evolution. The Federation Council must know of this, his executive officer urged. This changes everything we thought we knew about species development. K'Zoth knew he was right. The humans hadn't just survived first contact. They had shattered every assumption the Federation had made about them. Their vessel wasn't just a warship. It was a declaration that humanity had secretly mastered technologies that the Federation had never even conceived of. And somewhere in the back of his mind, K'Zoth wondered what else they might be hiding. The Federation Council's emergency session erupted into chaos as Admiral K'Zoth's report played across their neural networks. The massive chamber, normally a model of cosmic civilization's order, descended into frantic debates and accusations. They hid their true nature from us. High Counselor Vertax bellowed, his crystalline form pulsing with angry red light. While we watched their primitive rockets, they were developing technology that violates our understanding of physics itself. The Prometheus's demonstration had shaken the Federation to its core. For millennia, they had classified and categorized species based on their technological development along predictable paths. Humanity had just proved those paths weren't the only options. Back in Earth's solar system, Captain Chen and her crew maintained their vigilant stance. The initial Federation fleet had withdrawn to a safe distance, but everyone knew this was far from over. Multiple quantum signatures detected, Rivera announced, his hands dancing across his console, large-scale void distortions forming. They're bringing reinforcements. Chen's expression remained neutral as she watched new Federation vessels emerge from fold space. These weren't just warships. They were planet crackers, vessels designed to tear worlds apart. They're escalating, Commander Tanaka observed. These ships are from their supreme armada. As expected, Chen replied calmly. Time to show them why that was a mistake. Initialize the Echo Protocol. Throughout the solar system, hidden quantum beacons activated. These devices, secretly placed over decades, began resonating in perfect harmony with the Prometheus's core. Space itself seemed to hold its breath. Supreme Commander Axval of the Federation's Planet Cracker Fleet felt supremely confident as his massive vessels took position. The human ship is impressive, he transmitted to his fleet, but it cannot stand against our combined might. Prepare main weapons. The Planet Cracker's primary weapons were astronomical in scale, beams of pure entropy designed to unravel the atomic bonds of entire worlds. As they powered up, the energy readings were beyond measurement. But something was wrong. Supreme Commander, his sensor chief called out in alarm. The human vessel, it's multiplying. Across the void, the Prometheus's quantum field expanded, and within it, space began to fold in impossible ways. What appeared to be mirror images of the vessel emerged, each one identical down to the atomic level, each one as real as the original. Echo Protocol complete, Rivera reported on the Prometheus's bridge. Quantum duplicates are stable and synchronized. Where there had been one vessel that defied physics, now there were dozens, then hundreds. Each duplicate was a perfect quantum reflection of the original, sharing the same consciousness, the same capabilities, the same impossible technology. Your weapons are impressive. Chen's voice echoed across space, coming simultaneously from hundreds of sources. They're designed to break planets, but we've moved beyond such brute force approaches. The quantum duplicates moved in perfect coordination, their hulls shifting and flowing like a cosmic dance. The Federation fleet's targeting systems went into complete collapse, unable to determine which vessel was real, unable to predict where any of them would be from one moment to the next. This is impossible. HFY rage. No species can create quantum duplicates of this complexity. The energy requirements alone. You still don't understand. Chen's voice interrupted, echoing from every duplicate. We don't follow your rules of what's possible. We don't accept your limitations. While you were watching our space stations, we were learning to weave quantum fields into the fabric of reality itself. The Prometheus and its duplicates began to move, not as individual ships, but as a single organism spread across space. The Federation's mighty planet crackers found themselves surrounded by vessels that could rewrite physics at will. Last warning, Chen announced. Withdraw your fleet, or we will demonstrate why humanity's potential frightens you so much. Your weapons can break planets. Ours can reshape reality. In the Federation Council chamber, the strategic AI's probability calculations were causing near panic. Every simulation, every prediction of how this confrontation could play out, ended with the same conclusion. The Federation's technological superiority was an illusion. Humanity hadn't just caught up. They had taken a completely different path of evolution. We thought them primitive, High Counselor Vertax whispered, watching the feeds from the fleet. But they were never primitive. They were just patient, waiting, preparing. And now the galaxy was witnessing something unprecedented. A species that had developed in secret, that had taken the basic laws of physics and treated them not as absolute rules, but as suggestions to be rewritten. The silence in Federation space was deafening. For the first time in their 10,000-year history, the Supreme Armada hung motionless, their planet-destroying weapons powered down. Before them, hundreds of quantum duplicates of the Prometheus created a shifting web of impossible technology. Supreme Commander HFY received the emergency transmission from the Federation Council with growing dread. The strategic AI's analysis was clear. This was no longer a simple cleansing operation. This was first contact with a species that had mastered technologies the Federation had never even theorized. The humans, the Council's message stated, must be contained. At any cost. On board the primary Prometheus, Captain Chen watched the Federation fleet's energy signatures fluctuate. They're preparing something big, she observed. All duplicates maintain quantum sync. The Federation fleet's formation began to change. The planet crackers moved into a complex geometric pattern, their massive forms aligning with precise mathematical harmony. Energy spike. Rivera called out. They're linking their cores. I've never seen power readings like this. The Federation vessels began to glow with combined power of 1,000 suns. Space itself started to warp under the gravitational stress of their combined weapons. This was the Federation's ultimate weapon. The combined might of their entire fleet focused into a single point of universe-ending power. So be it, Chen said quietly. Initialize the Infinity Mirror. Deep within the Prometheus and all its quantum duplicates, a new system activated. This wasn't just advanced technology. It was humanity's understanding of the universe's deepest secrets made manifest. The Federation fleet unleashed their combined weapon, a beam of pure destruction that should have unmade everything in its path. But as it reached the web of Prometheus duplicates, something extraordinary happened. The quantum duplicates didn't try to block or absorb the attack. Instead, they bent reality around it, creating a closed loop in space-time itself. The Federation's planet-destroying beam found itself trapped in an infinite circle, feeding back into itself. Impossible. HFY roared. No technology can redirect energy at this scale. Not redirect. Chen's voice came through clear and calm. Reflect. Your own power, turned back upon itself. This is what you feared about humanity. Not our weapons, but our way of thinking. The Federation fleet watched in horror as their own attack began to destabilize, caught in the Prometheus's quantum loop. Their most powerful weapon had become useless, trapped in a mirror maze of humanity's making. But something else was happening. Other alien vessels were appearing, not Federation ships, but representatives from independent worlds and civilizations that had long chafed under Federation control. "We have watched this confrontation," came a new voice, belonging to Ambassador Zura of the Free Worlds Alliance. "We have seen how humanity has chosen to defend rather than destroy, to contain rather than annihilate. Perhaps it is time for the galaxy to change." The Federation Council erupted into fresh chaos as more independent fleets arrived. The balance of power that had held for millennia was crumbling before their eyes. "Your Federation," Chen broadcast to all ships present, built its power on predictability, on forcing every species to follow the same path of development. But the universe is vast, and there are countless paths to understanding it. The quantum duplicates began a new configuration, their impossible hulls flowing like liquid starlight. They formed a massive spherical lattice around the Federation fleet, not threatening, but containing. "You came to cleanse Earth because you feared what humanity might become," Chen continued. "But we had already become something else entirely. Not because we sought power, but because we refused to accept limitations." In the Federation Council chamber, reality was setting in. They had not simply failed to cleanse a primitive world, they had unwittingly revealed their own technological stagnation to the galaxy. The Federation's strategic AI was running new calculations, and the results were undeniable. Humanity hadn't just defended itself, it had demonstrated a completely new way of existing in the universe. The very foundations of galactic civilization were about to change. 3 days after the standoff, the Prometheus's quantum field rippled with incoming transmissions. Representatives from 100 civilizations had gathered in Earth's solar system, drawn by word of humanity's unprecedented defense against the Federation's might. Captain Chen stood in the newly configured diplomatic chamber of her vessel, its programmable matter having reshaped itself to accommodate dozens of alien species. The Federation's Supreme Commander HFY was present, his crystalline form dulled with the weight of recent events. "We were wrong," HFY admitted, his translator struggling to convey the complex emotions in his voice. "For millennia, we believed technological progress could only follow certain paths. We became so convinced of our superiority that we forgot the most important lesson of the cosmos, that evolution finds a way." Ambassador Zura of the Free Worlds Alliance moved forward, her ethereal form casting soft light across the chamber. "Humanity has shown us that there are other ways to advance, to grow, to understand the universe. Your quantum technology, your programmable matter, your reality-shaping fields, they're not just weapons. They're a new perspective on existence itself." Chen nodded, her expression thoughtful. "Earth has always known we weren't alone in the universe. We prepared not out of fear, but out of a desire to meet the cosmos on our own terms. The Prometheus isn't just a warship, it's a bridge between what is and what could be." The vessel's walls shifted, displaying a real-time map of local space. Hundreds of ships from dozens of civilizations hung in the void, their presence marking the dawn of a new era in galactic history. "The Federation Council has reached a decision," HFY announced formally. "We recognize that our policy of technological conformity has led to stagnation. The attempt to cleanse Earth was not just a tactical error, it was a philosophical one." The chamber's atmosphere changed as quantum sensors detected a massive voidfall forming. The Federation's High Council itself was arriving, an unprecedented event in galactic diplomacy. High Counselor Vertax emerged, his crystalline form now glowing with subdued respect rather than anger. "Captain Chen, humanity has done more than defend itself. You have shown the galaxy that true advancement comes not from following established paths, but from daring to forge new ones." The Prometheus's quantum duplicates began to phase out, their purpose served. But the technology that created them remained, a testament to humanity's unique approach to understanding the universe. "We propose a new accord," Vertax continued, "not one based on technological conformity, but on the sharing of perspectives. Humanity's quantum science, combined with Federation experience, allied with free world innovation. Imagine what we could achieve together. Chen smiled, remembering the long years of secret development, the careful hiding of humanity's true capabilities. Earth has always been ready for this moment. Our technology, our understanding. It was never meant to be just a shield. It was meant to be a key, unlocking new possibilities for all sentient life. The chamber's walls shifted again, displaying the mathematical poetry of quantum fields interacting with conventional space. It was beautiful, a dance of reality and possibility that made even the most advanced Federation scientists catch their breath in wonder. Let this day be remembered, Ambassador Zyra proclaimed, not as the day humanity stopped a war, but as the day the galaxy learned to see itself anew. The Federation's age of conformity ends, and an age of infinite possibility begins. The Prometheus's programmable matter formed an intricate table in the chamber center, its surface showing the combined scientific knowledge of Earth and the Federation flowing together, creating new theories, new possibilities, new paths forward. "We accept your proposal," Chen said, speaking for all of humanity. Not as subordinates, not as superiors, but as partners in exploration. The universe is vast, and there are countless mysteries still to solve. As the diplomatic chamber hummed with discussion and planning, Earth's first official contact with galactic civilization was being celebrated across 100 worlds. The Federation's mighty planet crackers were standing down, their weapons powering off perhaps for the final time. Humanity had done more than survive. They had shown the galaxy a new way forward. The Prometheus, once a secret guardian, had become a symbol of transformation, its quantum-shifted hull gleaming with the promise of discoveries yet to come. In the end, it wasn't humanity's weapons that had changed the galaxy. It was their perspective, their refusal to accept limitations, their ability to see possibilities where others saw only rules. The stars themselves seemed to shine brighter, as if acknowledging that a new chapter in the story of consciousness had begun.